The United States Coast Guard has surrounded another tanker considered to be clandestine off the coast of Venezuela. The ship did not stop after being approached, and the chase is underway. It's all happening right now.
The siege of Venezuela has taken on the typical contours of Hollywood movies, with the United States increasingly intensifying its military actions against Nicolás Maduro.
Life in the barracks.
The persecution of the Chavista regime is no longer limited to diplomatic speeches, but is now reflected in concrete operations, ship interceptions, and troop movements on a scale worthy of war. In a recent operation, the United States Coast Guard pursued the oil tanker Bella, which was sailing near the Venezuelan coast under a false flag. The ship was supposed to be supplied with Venezuelan oil, but ended up being targeted by the Southern Command, becoming the third oil tanker intercepted in just a few months.
That's right. This pursuit continues, and this vessel itself was sailing toward Venezuela to load oil when it was approached and surrounded by the United States Coast Guard.
This action proves the blockade is real and growing more aggressive, with the possibility of a ground incursion happening later this year. Welcome to life in the barracks. The aircraft carrier United States ship Gerald Ford has become the center of Southern Command operations in the region, housing attack and transport aircraft. Besides being a platform for the Marine Raiders, the Marine Corps' elite force.
All the weapons.
Is it 50?
It's 50.
In Puerto Rico, the Marines have set up a forward base where they constantly train landings, captures, and extractions, simulating urban guerrilla scenarios and commando operations. More than 15,000 military personnel have been mobilized for the siege of Venezuela, where the Southern Command has moved troops and equipment to strategic areas near the Venezuelan coast. The stated goal is to economically suffocate the regime, cut off its trade routes, and reduce the political and military support that keeps Maduro in power. Allied countries like Guyana and Trinidad and Tobago are now being used as logistical support points. This geographical proximity strengthens international pressure and creates an environment of constant surveillance over Venezuela, expanding the reach of American operations. The strategy is similar to the pursuit of Saddam Hussein in the Middle East. Maritime blockades, ship interceptions, and aerial monitoring are combined with economic sanctions and diplomatic pressure, creating a siege that aims to weaken Maduro and force him out of power. The interception of oil tankers provoked an immediate reaction from Venezuela's international allies. Iran took a firm stance, offering full support to Maduro and making it clear that it could provide weapons and personnel if necessary. This stance reinforces the strategic alliance between Tehran and Caracas. Russia and China preferred a more cautious approach. Both criticized the interception of the oil tankers and defended Venezuelan sovereignty, but avoided announcing any military support. The stance of Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping reveals an attempt to balance economic interests without getting directly involved in a military confrontation. The Coast Guard and the United States Marines created a maritime cordon around Venezuela. The entire coast is being patrolled in real time by drones and spy aircraft, such as the P-8 Poseidon, which are capable of monitoring vessels and aircraft entering or leaving the country without defined flight plans. Meanwhile, the F-35 and F-16 Super Hornet fighter jets reinforce this blockade with the mission of patrolling large areas, carrying out precision strikes, and intercepting hostile aircraft. These fighter jets maintain constant surveillance over Venezuelan airspace, ensuring military superiority and preventing any attack that might come from the Chavista regime. The surveillance drones fly at high altitudes, nearly undetectable to Venezuelan radar. They are able to monitor entire cities without being detected, recording military movements and even civilian activities that might be of interest to Donald Trump's government. The Marine Raiders have spent months training in commando operations in Puerto Rico. Many believe that this special force would be responsible for a landing incursion in Venezuela, with the goal of capturing Maduro and extracting Chavista leaders. These trainings cover urban combat simulations, amphibious landings, and night operations. The Marines have attack helicopters, transport aircraft, and state-of-the-art equipment, being prepared to act in any scenario. The Chavista regime resists, but the pressure grows daily. Maduro's narrative is one of confronting imperialism, but the reality shows a country increasingly isolated and suffocated by sanctions and blockades. The Venezuelan dictator's escape becomes more and more feasible, unless the dictator wants to risk seeing what the United States is capable of. Leave your opinion here in the comments about the oil tankers that operate clandestinely under a false flag. And if you believe that China or Russia will send military support to Maduro, at Life in the Barracks, you stay updated on all military news. Leave your like, subscribe, and watch one of the videos appearing on your screen. Forward combatants, see you next time.